Hey, it's Ramsey Dewey over here in Shanghai, China. Welcome to another edition of Q&A with the Coach. This is a special edition. My friend Chris, who is a professional fighter and all-around awesome guy, sent me this question. He got into an altercation on the street. Not his fault. He was attacked out of nowhere. He sent me these words. Tonight I got attacked by someone walking down the street after going to a party. The guy ran out of an alleyway and threw an overhand right at my head. He then started threatening me for no reason. I assume he was on drugs or very drunk. I tried to calm the situation verbally while raising my hands up to a passive fight-ready posture, open hands, palms facing him. I was confident I could either diffuse the situation verbally or with force if needed, and he's a fantastic fighter. Man, if some untrained dude fought him on the street and he fought back, Chris could kill him, man. But things changed for me as soon as the attacker threatened to stab me in the neck. I decided to back off and put my hands down, a smart move. He shouted more verbal abuse at me, saying he would stab my mom, and his friends got involved, and then his friends got involved and he left the scene. I'm happy I'm home safe with no injuries, but I also feel a weird sense of defeat and guilt, knowing I let the guy hit me, threatened to stab me, and also threatened to hurt my family. I honestly don't know if I did the right thing in this situation. Part of me wishes I beat the living crap out of the guy for disrespecting and threatening to hurt me and my family. So, Chris, man, I get it. I get it, man. As fighters, here's how, and you understand this, but for those of you who don't, as fighters, we understand losses differently than other people. You go into an MMA fight, the other guy hits you, he hurts you, maybe he wins. After the fight, of course, you feel bad about it. You lost. You got beaten up a little bit. But we mull that over until we solve the problems. We go back to the gym, we work it out with our coaches until we solve the problems. So we are confident that if there were a rematch, if we could do it again, we would win. And sometimes we get that chance. Sometimes we get the rematch. And if not, we get another fight with somebody else so we can prove our worth. We can prove I'm better than I was yesterday. I'm not the same guy anymore. I've improved. I've redeemed myself. But in this situation, it's frustrating because there's no redemption. There's no rematch. There's no way to settle the score. We, as human beings, have an innate sense of justice that is so strong, so very powerful from a very early age. Watch small children as young as babies. Before they learn how to talk, they know the concept of justice. They know it. Man, my small children, the both of them, if one of them gets something that the other one does not get, oh man, it's unjust, it's unfair. You will not hear the end of the crying, no! My world view has just been flipped upside down because there has been injustice and this must be rectified. If one child hits the other, oh, you better bet they will be hitting the other child back because there must be justice. Our sense of justice is so strong. The punishment must meet the crime, right? That's what justice says. And so this idiot, this bum, this drunk fool who is looking to solve his problems with a chemical, with a bottle, thinking that will make his problems go away, but in fact just exacerbated the problem, made him more of who he already was, a bum, a jerk, some idiot who wants to inflict violence on a random passerby, completely unaware that it was a professional mixed martial artist who could have done him great harm, who could have properly and promptly ended him. Speaking of my kids enacting justice, they're back there making some noise. You can probably hear them in the background. Justice is served! But this bum comes out. He throws a sucker punch at Chris. And Chris, instead of immediately retaliating, assesses the situation. Smart. This guy could have had a knife. I mean, he threatens to stab you afterward. I don't know if he actually had the knife or simply threatened, but you played it safe and you didn't get stabbed. As far as self-defense goes, you won. Understand, self-defense and mixed martial arts are polar opposite things. In MMA, what do we train to do? We train to be the danger. In self-defense, we get away from the danger. If you survive, if you make it home in one piece, you win. Whereas in MMA, winning is something radically different, the polar opposite of that. Winning is essentially being the bad guy in MMA. So I get it, man. There's this feeling inside of you. What if you did beat the crap out of him? Maybe that would have taught him an important life lesson. Maybe that would have taught him, hey, man, sober up and don't pick on random people, otherwise you might get hurt. And maybe not. Maybe he would have killed you with a knife. There is no way to know, my friend. We shouldn't gamble with fighting. We shouldn't gamble in general. And some of you might be thinking, well, I'm really good at poker. If you're good at poker, you're not gambling. If you're bad at poker, you are. If you're good at poker, you are good at assessing a situation. You're good at reading people. And you're good at bluffing. And if you're bad at poker, you're gambling. So do not trust your life to gambling, my friends. Hey, Chris, give it some time. Give it some time. Those harsh feelings of regret you're feeling, they won't be there forever. But you know what? You will be there to fight another day. And I've seen you fight. You're a fantastic fighter. I want to see you in the cage again. I want to see you winning some fights, winning some titles. You've got that type of potential, my friend. Thank you for watching. Now get out there and train.